nationally recognized real estate radio network's Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. In their fun and informative way, Don and Gino are here to share their 34 combined years of real estate and finance experience. Don and Gino will also bring you the very best experts available to help guide you through the real estate, finance, tax, and credit topics you need to know that is truly relative to your home market and improving your financial wellness. Now, here are your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fonte.
Well, welcome to the Vault. That's right, our new Vault Studios right here at Cherry Creek Mortgage. You are here joining us in our inaugural show, the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show in the Vault. And we have a great show for you today, and we have some great information backed by popular demand. We have Mr. Myles McNamara with Comfort Keepers in Home Care. Thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure.
And of course, my co-host and good friend, Mr. Gino Fonte, in the Vault with us.
Ah, it's nice. You know, people are probably wondering why we call it the Vault, Don.
I bet they do.
I was.
Well, we're really excited. We have Joe Messina helping us out at the board. Talk about stepping up. Woo! Mr. Joe, he's been helping us set up our radio studio now at basically our offices here in Cherry Creek, right in Valencia. It's taken us, about a year to set this up now? A lot of time, a lot of money?
A lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of hours, trial and error type of stuff, but we're finally here.
Yeah, we're very excited. And the reason we call it the Vault is the location of Cherry Creek Mortgage used to be the Bank of Santa Clarita right on Turney Road. And where our studio is located used to be where they had the safe.
I know. It's unfortunate they didn't leave the safe here for us, though.
Yeah, otherwise, that's why we leased it. And then they took the safe, and we're like, hey, I thought that was part of the deal. So we thought we'd call our little humble abode here with our new recording studio right here at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Call it the Vault.
How clever.
Pretty cool, huh? Everybody wants into the Vault.
Hey, we had to call it something.
That's right. So we can, all those word plays, look inside, see what you've been missing, see what you want. It is a finance show.
Don, you are the blooper reel. You're starting already.
Thank you very much. All right, so we always start off our show with our word on wealth, letting you know what's happening in the real estate and finance market today. And since we're in the finance market, let's let you know, since last week we were talking about the end of the government shutdown, the end of the debt crisis. Well, I wouldn't say the end, huh?
No, it's not the end. It's just postponement.
Yes.
It's just all we've done is postpone it, which we were talking about kicking the can down the road, which is kind of the term everybody's using. But ultimately, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
And there's some euphoria about it. And actually, what's interesting, and Joe's actually going to be really happy about this because he says that we've been promoting propaganda for the last 2 years about the economy being rosy. Turns out, due to the government shutdown, due to all this uncertainty, consumer confidence is down, and we're going to end up having maybe a little bit of a slowdown. But again, I'm kind of okay with that because I think the economy had a little too much steam in it.
I'd have to agree with you, Gino. And what's funny is we were talking about this with Chris Ingram, our financial guru with Infinity Wealth Management, and we were talking about these days what's really strange is bad news is good news.
It is. It's unbelievable that the worse the news is, the better the stock market does and the better the bond market does, because it means that we won't be cutting back on our... And actually I'm gonna go ahead and defer back to what you said about a year ago when you wanted us to cut out all the stimulus. And I said, no, we can't go cold turkey. We got to wean ourselves off of it. Well, it turns out we can't wean ourselves off of it because every time we make mention of it, everything falls apart.
Yeah.
So there's an addiction to government stimulus.
That was my fear. That's a long time ago. Now, obviously, it has helped our economy, and like you said, Gino, just the sheer mention by Bernanke that they might shut off the valves just panicked everyone, and interest rates went up faster than they ever have in history, almost 1.5% within a 1 month time.
It wasn't stressful at all.
No. Wait, we're in the mortgage industry. Your payment just went up $200 last week.
Yeah.
Great news.
This quote is good for 10 minutes. And it will self-destruct.
No doubt. That's funny stuff, Gino.
Yeah.
Gino's much funnier in the vault than he was at KHTS Studios.
Wow.
And he needed all the help he can get.
It's all the Red Bull.
Yeah. So bottom line is good news for you in some ways is that it looks like the tapering is going to be pushed off till sometime in 2014. So that is good news because we are not out of the woods yet. We have a perfect example of that. Every week we let you know what's going on with the jobs market, because the jobs market basically tells us how the recovery is happening. And without jobs, we don't have a recovery. Actually, not a sustained recovery. And we just got new jobs numbers out again. And we've been warning you that we're not out of the woods yet. And we just found out that the jobs number came out less than estimated, quite a bit less. And even worse is poor July is just getting kicked in the teeth. Every time we turn around, they downgrade the amount of jobs created in July. It was 162,000 that they said they created. Next month, they say, oh, wait, we made a mistake. It was only 104,000. So we thought, wow, that's a pretty big adjustment. Get this. They readjusted it again, down to 89,000. That's half of what jobs they said they created. So
I'm surprised
how many of these job numbers that we're looking at now are going to be adjusted?
Well, the reality is, I don't know who's been able to keep their job if they're only half right.
That's good. Another funny one by Gino. Wow. Okay, but now be careful, because this is where you get real information versus just hearing political spins or hoopla or propaganda, as Joe Messina would say. You're going to hear about unemployment now tick down again, and I guarantee some political people will jump on that. Is look at what a great job we're doing, but realistically, this unemployment number going down has nothing to do with creating jobs. We just proved that in the numbers we were showing you. It really has to do with people, a lot of people getting out of the industry, out of the job market, as well as the baby boomers just saying, I'm done. I lost my job. I can't find a job near the pay I was getting. I'm just going to retire. And a lot of people not being recorded, meaning if you're not looking for a job for over 4-week period of time, you don't get counted.
That's all fine and dandy. I'm going to be a little bit of a propagandist. Joe's going to fall out of his chair when I say this, but
he's just going to shut off your mic.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be a little more inspirational about this. I do believe a lot of people are becoming entrepreneurs. I talk to people every day that again, for those same reasons, cannot re-enter the workforce and make the kind of money they wanted to make, so they're going to do their own startup. They're going to do the thing they always dreamed of but couldn't have because they weren't making,
Welcome to America. Welcome back.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it isn't. That's what created America. Basically, we created our own jobs, and we're creating them now.
Yeah, so there's a painful cycle that we have to go through, but I think long-term we are working on a sustainable recovery, but I am starting to worry a little bit about how do we get rid of quantitative easing.
Good luck. They haven't figured that one out yet, huh?
No, Big Ben couldn't figure it out.
Well, we did talk about that a little bit. Now that the refinance market has decreased, but it is picking back up. And if you haven't thought about, okay, you probably worried about missing the boat. I'm going to jump on this because with all this bad news, good news that we're talking about, the bad news meaning the economy is not quite rebounded, therefore tapering is being pushed off, interest rates have started to improve again, and they're actually improving almost daily, which is a great thing. They went up as high as 5%, basically, and now we're getting below the mid-4s, which is really nice. So if you have thought about buying a home, thought about refinancing, jump in, because the fear is it's still a volatile market. Those rates can move up that quick again, literally 0.5% within a week. Whew. Thank you, Joe.
Nice shocker there. No, absolutely, Don. In fact, one of the things that's really interesting is that we will probably, right now is the perfect storm because rates are still close to all-time lows and you have equity. A couple of years ago, rates were amazing, but there was no equity. So
yeah, that was a word we didn't use too often.
Yeah, I know.
Well, unless there was negative in front of it.
Look it up on the internet. I know you haven't heard it.
Thereof.
Yeah.
So the good news is that rates have come down. I don't know. We were talking about since there's less volume, meaning if they start to taper, it may not affect us as much as everybody thinks because there's not as much volume. Therefore, supply and demand, everybody's heard of that, it may not affect our rates as bad as we thought. So we are going to break, right, Joe? All right. We're testing out the new Vault and figuring all this out.
You can't take a hit.
So the good news is we have more great information. We're bringing on Myles McNamara with Comfort Keepers in-home care. He's going to share with you what all of us, including you, have to deal with in the future, which is taking care of our elders. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate Finance Show.